Hello everybody, my name is Aceikith-Alain of Final Level with James Band 1991 and Roseprincessmitia. I'm here to start the first part of two of the brand new My Little Pony Tales of Equestria roleplay. Judge not by the cover.
Yeah, and before we start, I think we should all apologise for how long it's been since the last time doing part 3. I admit it was my fault. I kind of lost the data of the first part of this episode, and we're kind of redoing it now. But well, forever. Just send the death threats to me, not me.
Yeah, somebody has to be at fault. So this is part 1 of 2 of Judge Not by the Cover. A lot of us have been obviously eagerly waiting for this. So let's get straight to it. Blair Bladez, Angel Brush, and Gearloose have just been returning for their previous adventures. Finally being able to gather the issues with the Festival of Lights, being able to bring that back. They're not long got off the train and now returning into the main heart of Ponyville. All three of them laughing, joking around, and they realise that all three of them could possibly do with a bit of a break. They all feel pretty tired after their adventures, and they start to realise that maybe they should probably take a rest for the rest of the day.
Well, I don't know about you three, but after that adventure, I'm knackered.
Yeah, so am I.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm not surprised after all that dancing, Angel. Never knew you were so good.
Well, you do have 2 left feet, I have to admit.
2 left paws.
Oh,
Who's? We're not really the best at this lingo, are we?
No, we're not long started, and you two just sort of back it up a little bit.
Back to the plot.
Yeah.
There's a plot.
Yeah, it definitely does feel. I do feel quite tired. I guess we should probably settle in for the night and probably get back to it tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll be able to have a break for a little while.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Besides, it's been a while since me and my dad have worked on that steam engine together. You might like the father-son time.
Yeah, that'll probably be a good idea, actually.
Yeah. What about you, Angel? You got any plans?
I'm just going to go home and brush up on my new painting.
New painting?
Yep.
Well, can't wait to see that.
Mm-hmm.
So the three all decide to depart and go to their respective homes. We'll go to Angel Brush first.
Ladies first.
Yeah. So Angel Brush returns to her home and goes up to the door, and she begins to open it up. And in the middle of the floor, as she opens up the house door, she sees something on the ground. And she sees something on the middle of the ground, like a white envelope or something. And on the front of it, it just says Angel Brush.
Where is this from?
What do you wish to do with it?
I wish to open it.
Okay. So you open up the envelope. As you're opening it, you realise it's got like a sealant on the back of it. And as you open it, it actually looks very, very formal on the front of the cover. And it seems to be addressed to you specifically by Prince Shining Armour and Princess Cadence, who you know is the Prince and Princess of the Crystal Empire. You do know some knowledge of the Crystal Empire. It was a city that was lost for 1,000 years.
Yeah, due to King Sombra.
After the reign of King Sombra. It has returned in recent years as the Crystal Ponies start to return to normal life after being imprisoned. And the power of the Crystal Ponies within the Crystal Empire, the Crystal Empire as a whole, has grown more powerful since its return. You read the letter, and it seems like as if it has some significant importance.
This is very interesting.
It'll probably be a good idea. Like, he doesn't explain majorly inside the letter, but it does sound important. You're not sure if the other two might know. They may have received their own letters, but you do feel that it might be important for you to actually tell the others about this.
I think I'll go and tell the others.
Okay. So next of all, we'll go to Gearloose. He's coming up to his house, and before you even really get a chance to open up the door is opened, and he just sees his mother just right in front of him. Very, very happy to see him. Obviously, he's missed him for a while after not like the previous adventures have obviously there's not been too much time between that she has seen she's seen her son. So obviously, she's missed him quite a lot.
Good to see you too, Mum.
Oh dear, I am so relieved you're back home.
Yes, so am I. Where's Dad? The engine shed?
Yes, my dear.
Oh, good. I'll just get myself a quick drink of water, then I'll go and see him.
Oh, wait a second, son. Something came in the mail for you earlier today.
Not another bill, is it?
No, son, it's not another bill. But it seemed quite intriguing.
All right, where is it?
She hands you, she hands you the envelope, and on the back of it you see this a sealant that symbolises of the Crystal Empire.
Why am I getting letters from the Crystal Empire?
You open it, and you've got the exact same letter, obviously unknown to you, that the Angel Brush has already got that exact same letter. But to you, it does sound very important.
This is interesting.
What's that, son?
Yeah, you've had to guess. I'll say it's one more venture me and my friends might be having today. Sorry, Mum, I've got to go. I've got to go and find them.
Wait, another adventure?
What can I say? Adventures seem to be very popular these days.
But it's barely spent any time with your family.
You have my word. I'll spend time as soon as I get back.
Alright, son.
Thanks, Mum. See you later.
As you start to walk away, Angel Brush has already caught back up to you.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Angel.
Hello, yes.
That was quick. I was just coming to see you myself.
Yes, I received this letter from Shining Armour and Cadence.
Did it by any chance look exactly like this one?
Yes.
Okay, so we've both got letters. I bet you 5 bits that Blair Bladez. I'll start again. I bet you 5 bits that Blair Bladez has got one of these letters as well.
Yes, I hope she does too.
Come on, we better find her.
All right.
So the both of you decide to go towards where Blair Bladez is, but you of course know where she lives. Blair Bladez is just walking up to her house, and she sees a envelope sticking out of her letterbox as she trots towards it.
Postman Pat's getting sloppy.
Not again. I've really got to speak to that post pony who keeps on leaving envelopes out right on the outside of my letterbox. If ponies start realising that I'm out, if they're the nasty type, they'll start trotting into the house before I know it. Who could this be from? I was expecting any now anyway. She opens it, and while she's reading it, Blair Bladez is then accompanied by Angel Brush and Gearloose from behind her as she's reading it.
Blair Bladez, you in?
Huh? Oh, yes, I am. I'm just reading something. Come on in.
Is it by any chance a letter?
Yes.
Address for the Shining Armor and Princess Cadence?
What do you know? It is. Why?
Okay, it's not a coincidence that all three of us have gotten the same letter.
Okay. How could that happen?
Right, there's only one thing for it. They must have some kind of mission or assignment for us.
I would say so. But we're just returned from another adventure.
What could possibly happen on this one?
Really? You want me to answer that?
I know it's pretty easy to answer that, since we've already done the second part, but
Yes.
Let's just get back to it.
Okay. I guess we should probably start making a move before we actually get there too late. It could be something that actually requires us immediately.
Right, come on. If we are at the train station, we should be able to catch the next train.
Great. Let's go.
Yeah.
So Blair Bladez, Gearloose, and Angel Brush all get onto the next train to Crystal Empire. The Crystal Empire is quite a bit more further north compared to Canterlot, and does take quite a bit longer to actually get to it because it is so far north. Getting to it is also not exactly the easiest to get to. Like it has become easier in recent years, however, thankfully, because of the curse of King Sombra now being lifted. But it's still not exactly easy to get to, especially when King Sombra still reigns terror from outside the Crystal Empire. It does allow you to thankfully get some rest, to actually get some sleep. So you're actually travelling on an overnight train to Crystal Empire. The next morning, you all are just about arriving at the train station, not too far away from the Crystal Empire. And then you start your trek down from the frozen north over to the Crystal Empire.
Oh, it's cold out here.
Yeah, I didn't realise it would be that cold.
I thought you was from the Crystal Empire.
Yeah, but I haven't really ventured this far up north for a long, long time.
Yeah. How are you doing back there, Angel?
I'm alright.
Ugh. Don't you feel cold?
No, I can withstand the cold.
Maybe that's because of your magical powers. Oh. Come on,
I wish I had that magical power. I feel like a nice lolly.
Come on, we gotta keep moving before we freeze. The three ponies carry on through the frozen north despite the cold, and they manage to actually then get all the way over to the Crystal Empire, thankfully intact, and they walk up into the Crystal Empire, into the centre. Straight ahead, you see the Crystal Empire Castle that Prince Shining Armour and Princess Cadence would be living in. Like it looks a little bit quiet around the Crystal Empire at the moment. However, it does look like also it's quite peaceful. Everything seems perfectly normal. What do you decide to do?
Get inside before anything falls off.
Okay, so the three of them start to venture in, led by Gearloose. As you walk into the castle, it's fairly quiet. It is, and you start to walk into the main section, and in front of you, on the other side of Malong Hall, you see Shining Armour. It's just walking down. Well, hello there. I've been waiting to find out when you'll be arriving.
Well, nice to meet you, Majesty, but why were you expecting us three? If there's a problem, wouldn't Twilight be a better pony to ask for help?
No. Shining Armour is an impressive figure in person, crossing the audience chamber to greet you as you arrive. Husband to Princess Cadence, father of Princess Florida, and brother of Princess Twilight Sparkle. It would be easy to judge him on the impact of the women in his life, but Shining Armour is a powerful and influential figure in his own right with a history of heroic acts. He smiles and suddenly it's evident that under the strong facade, he's very much a unicorn who makes friends easily and puts people at ease. He stands in a loose semicircle with the group. Thanks for coming, he starts. Princess Twilight, thinks of you very highly. That's why I contacted each of you for this task. His horn glows and a map flutters magically into the circle, unfolding as it moves. It's not just old, it's ancient and heavily inscribed in tightly written writing. She found this among the books in the palace library last time she was here. Before the Crystal Empire was out of action for so long, many of the books are extremely ancient and rare. She thinks this map belonged to Starswell the Bearded. It charts the appearances and disappearances of a magical library that pops up maybe once every 100 years. Starswell never managed to find it in time, where he predicted the exact location and date that the next appearance would be. On the map, you notice a red ring around an area depicting fields and a small island. You can see the spirit of adventure staring into Shining Armour's eyes. I'd go in person, but I'm needed here. And Twilight would love to see it for herself, but she's busy on an important mission of her own. So, can I convince you all to go in her place? All you need to do is travel there, find the place, and report back on what you find. I will even swim the do, but offering you a reward when you get back. You can hear in his voice that he's dying to go himself, but royal duties are keeping him in the Crystal Empire. It's obvious that he's reaching out to you for a favour, and it never hurts to have an important unicorn like Shining Armour on your side.
Well, an adventure to a magical library?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds more tame than some of our previous adventures.
I agree.
Yeah, well, I guess if we're just travelling to there and just seeing what it is and that's all, I guess we could possibly go there. Shining Armour's obviously definitely very pleased that you all have decided to take on the adventure. It's definitely something he was eager to do himself, but unfortunately with...
You've already mentioned that.
Yeah. So, after agreeing that... excuse me. After agreeing to take part in the adventure, you all get given a map that is a lot more cleaner to what he's had already, and he tells you whereabouts it is. It's marked on the map whereabouts you need to go to, and next of all, he wishes you good luck on your adventures. He tells you that there's a train at the station that will take you close enough to where you need to go, with a short walk as well.
Back out into the cold. You haven't by any chance got a scarf we could borrow?
Well, I wouldn't recommend going out without. You could possibly buy one actually at one of the stores outside. Well, I guess that would definitely be a good idea. After you walk out, you decide to start making your adventures. After obviously buying scarves as well, you get onto the train that takes you to near the marking on the map. You start to leave the train after about, I'd probably say it's around about an hour that you was on the train for. The train journey was very comfortable, but it did seem to take a long time. Leaving the snowy plains of the Crystal Empire behind and heading out into the countryside beyond, you feel as though you're travelling right to the furthest reaches of Equestria. Rolling fields and grassy hills greet you as you disembark and make the hike cross-country until at last you reach the lake island depicting on Starswell's map.
This looks like the place.
If everybody could roll a body check for me.
Okay. Yep, same as ever. 2.
2.
Okay. So after arriving, Blair Bladez feels a little bit fresh and ready to take on anything that will come our way. Gearloose and Angelbush do feel a little tired and hungry.
Can we stop off somewhere for a quick bite?
Really? You are hungry already?
We just travelled from Ponyville to Crystal Empire and then all the way down here.
Well,
It's just like nowhere.
well, lucky for you, I bought some food. And I did plan for your appetite to get the best of you anyway. And Blair Bladez picked out from my saddlebag some sandwiches for all 3 of them. And they begin to eat. And all 3 of them managed to get their strength back up. However, you still feel thirsty as well. And Gearloose then notices the lake nearby.
It is a good place for a drink.
Gearloose, you sure you should be drinking from that?
Yeah, it's a lake. It's not going to be seawater.
Well, I guess not.
Just leave me to it.
Yeah, it tastes a little bit weird, but nothing too major. It's definitely drinkable.
Yeah, just.
Yeah,
there's definitely plenty of plastic in this.
Plastic?
This is something you would understand that joke if you've been watching something called The News.
Yes, Gearloose. So after the little drink and also having something to eat, the first thing that everybody notices is that there's no clear way to cross. You see, just on the other side of the lake, there's like a little island, which is obviously the part that is marked on the map.
So we go across to that island.
Well, it seems like it.
Well, it's not going to be such a problem for me as I can easily fly that distance.
Well, I wouldn't recommend actually swimming across it. Just look at this water. It's flowing in in a really weird way. It's all over the place. If we cut our hooves in that, I think we're gone.
You got any ideas, Angel?
I don't know.
Well, I guess you could fly over to there, Gearloose.
Yeah, I'll leave you two here while I have the adventure by myself.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to just do that.
I wonder if there's a boat nearby.
Well, it doesn't seem to be anything round.
We could always make a raft.
Well, if we're not going to be able to swim across it, do you think it would be a good idea to make a raft? But what if it breaks? Well, we probably should start having a look around.
Well, if flying seems to be our best option, I wonder, Angel, Blair Bladez, how much do you weigh these days?
Excuse me?
No, not a cool joke, just generalising.
No pony female is going to be speaking about that sort of time.
No, I'm just thinking that as the distance is not too long, I could carry you across. possibly have to be one at a time, though.
I don't think that's such a good idea. I mean, what if something was to grab us, or what if you was to actually let go of me by mistake?
All right, as you're saying no to every single logic plan, it's back to the train.
Let's just try and think about this, shall we? You start to have a look around, and you see a few objects around. Like you see like a bell of some sort, and it seems to be missing something. You're not quite sure what it is. If everybody can roll a body test.
What should be low again? See, I was right, 2.
2.
Okay. So Blair Bladez starts to work on it by starting to strike a better object against it. Excuse me. To see how she could try and sort it out. She manages to do that successfully. You then the next moment, Angel Brushes spots some bushes.
Oh, there's some bushes over here.
Really? It does seem to be quite sharp, has sharp thorns on it.
I wonder what we can use these bushes for.
Well, unless you're planning to float on them across the island, I don't recommend that.
Do you think there might be something behind there?
Well, it could be.
What do you wish to do?
Apart from Bert.
Of course. Yeah. What do you wish to do?
I wonder if I can use my magic to push the bushes aside and see what's behind it.
Probably a good idea with all those thorns.
It might be something that you could possibly do. If you attempt to do a mind check.
That one.
Yeah, you actually want that one.
The 7.
Okay. So you start to try and use your magical powers onto the bushes, and with a good amount of strength, you manage to push them over to the sides. And then you see some sort of cave that it seems to be keeping it sealed. It seems quite small and it's a bit dark, but you see like little glitters of light. It does as well.
I think you just hit the jackpot.
You sure we should be going down here?
Oh, not that again. No, you keep saying for sure every time I say this and I said, now come on, follow me. Come on, you two. You're not frightened, are you?
Well, I'm just thinking, like I've just managed to build a bridge that will be able to take us across there. As long as there's nothing inside of that water, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to actually get across into the island.
Since when you built a bridge?
Well, that's what I've just been doing.
I do hate it when somebody doesn't tell us how his plans.
Well,
All right, come on. But I'm saying not crossing. I'm flying.
okay, so you start to walk across onto the other side of onto the island. As you walk up to it, it seems to be like like a large door. There is that is closing a certain most of the island off. You also see what looks like chess pieces, like bishops, pawns, knights. It's just looking down towards you as you approach to these wooden double doors. But not a single king can be seen.
Somebody's saying like they're getting their ball games.
As you approach the door, you see that there's a golden plaque with text embossed onto it, set in the wall to one side. It reads, "Without me, the game is lost. I am the most important piece on the board."
That's a good. I can solve it. I can solve this one. After all, me and my dad like playing chess at home. It's the king.
Really? As soon as you say that, the door starts to open.
Open sesame.
And as you look out from the other side of these doors, you excuse me. As you start to go inside of it, you see there's statues around. It seems very quiet. On the floor is black and white tiles, polished, it's very very clean as well. As you go through, you see 3 different entrances, which more doors are actually covered. Where do you wish to go? There's a door to the left, one to the right, and there's one directly ahead.
The eeny, meeny, or miny.
What do you wish to do? Obviously, you see these 3 doors. They all seem to have something on them, but you can't quite see it unless you go up close to it.
Well, I say we examine the doors.
Okay. Which door do you wish to examine first?
I'll go with left.
Okay. As you approach this door, there's a picture of it of a castle.
Castle? Or if we're going by the chess, it could be a rook. What's on the other doors, guys? Are they chess pieces as well?
Anglebush is looking towards another door to the right. Has a picture of a bishop.
I think these are.
So we have the rook, we have the bishop. What's on the central drawer, Blair Bladez?
Well, that's just it. There seem to be a couple of knight statues blocking it.
So we've got the rook, we've got the bishop, and we've got the knights. Interesting. Yeah. Are there any clues around here, anybody?
Well, I guess we could possibly see what one of the rooms has. Why don't we check the other 2? Maybe that might be what we need.
All right. Let's check. Let's check the bishop first.
The bishop one. Okay, so you open that door, and as you look inside, you see it's like a dining hall with a giant table that runs from near enough where the entrance is to this room, all the way down to the other side.
Oh, the Fecker's dining room.
There's 5 chairs along that goes down each side, and there's a single chair sitting at the head with a knife, fork, and spoon neatly arranged as if a guest were expected. There's also a menu on this table.
Anything we fancy?
Dear Liz, we just had something to eat. Can you stop thinking about food for 1 second?
It's a menu. What else am I supposed to think about?
What do you wish to do with the menu?
Read, obviously.
Okay, so you pick it up and you read it, and it seems to have like a selection of aptly named dishes, should we say? Like it says, one of them has a prawn cocktail, another one says rook ragu. You've got bishop's broth. It does seem like, as you look at it further, that every single item on this menu are themed around chess.
More chess thing.
But it doesn't really have a description of what it is. So you can only imagine what they contain.
Well, I'm not too sure about the thickest broth.
Well, I guess we're not going to be able to get too much around here.
I say we go back and we try the rook's one.
Okay. So you're about to walk to the door, and you go inside of it. As you open it, and you see it's like a large bedroom, which ponies can actually like rest and relax. You see like a few like wall portraits around the room as well. Nothing too much more. You walk back outside and you look to that other door, and the two knights are like just standing there by the last door. As the ponies go up towards it, you can see it's like what looks like an image of a queen above it. I guess this is our only option.
What about the rook? We haven't tried the rook's one.
Yeah, that's what we just tried. So yeah, because you just went through the castle one, which is otherwise known as a rook.
Okay, so
That's the one with the bedrooms.
Right then, let's go. Let's see what the queen has in store for us.
Well, it'd be a good idea. So you walk through, and inside of the room, it's like it looks like a square. It has no windows, but it also has a very large carpet laid across the floor. The walls are delicately painted with a detailed map of Equestria that wraps around the whole room, showing every location, town, and forest.
Jeez, it's like that room in Twilight's Castle.
I never expected another room to be quite like this.
I thought it's meant to be a library. This looks more like a war room or something.
You probably shouldn't say that out loud, otherwise that might actually come true. Two more night pieces also flank the door on the inside as well. At the centre of the room sits a medium-sized red book on a pedestal. As you draw closer, you can see that the book is made of fine red material, crisp and new, with the letter D emblazoned on its spine in an embossed gold. You can also see that there is an ink pot and quill placed neatly to one side of the podium, directly below the book on a custom-made shelf. Strangely, the book is clamped tightly against the stone pedestal by spectral chains that shimmer in the light of the blue torches. As you approach, something strange happens. Two yellow eyes open on the front of the book and blinks, taking the group in before a mouth opens and it yawns, then speaks in a sarcastic tone. Oh, I tell you, it's no fun sitting here waiting for centuries for some pony to come say hello. My spine is killing me. How about one of you fine folk come help me off this plinth so I can stretch a little?
Do you guys just hear the book talk?
Yes.
If the book talks, I am very confused.
Yeah. To be honest, in this magical land, a talking book can't be that much of a surprise.
Angel Bush, could you do a charm check for me?
One.
Oh, 3.
A 3. You start to possibly try and you don't know what this book is. You don't even know what it is. How it's able to speak, and you don't know much about where you are at the moment either. So, dear Luch, what do you wish to do? You just seen this red book just started speaking to you. You're very puzzled.
Let's try asking questions. What are you?
I'm pretty much just a book, really.
Yeah, but what kind of book? Are you a biography? Are you an encyclopedia?
Well, I guess you could say that. You can definitely tell he doesn't really want to be around.
Well, as long as it's not an evil spell book.
Well, definitely not a spell book, no.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but what harm can a book do?
Well, I guess so, but we've never seen a talking book before.
Well, I say we should help.
Well, I guess really the first question is who are you and what are you? Oh, my name's Dear, and I'm a book. What do you think I look like, a griffin?
You have to understand, where we come from, books don't normally talk.
Oh, excuse me for being able to talk. Well, how come you're all the way over here anyway? Well, that's a good question. Are you owned by someone? Some pony?
Something?
I really wouldn't want to answer that. But it's some pony you definitely do not want to be messing with.
I wonder who.
I let you start to help him. The spectral chains disappear one at a time, winking out of existence the moment you graze Deer with even the lightest touch. He opens and flips over so he can still facing you and takes to the air like a bird, flapping his pages gently and hovering at face height. Yeah, baby, he calls out in a blissful tone. I've been stuck on that darn thing for way too long. That can really stretch my pages. You have no idea how it feels to be trapped in here. Suddenly the door slams shut, a heavy locking sound echoing through the room. The chess piece statues on either side of the entrance move as if they are sentient and come to rest as guards, blocking any attempts to approach the door or exit. Or maybe you do.
Okay, this isn't good.
What do you expect us to do? No, we need to get out of here.
Panic might be a good idea.
Panic? Is that your idea? Come on, think of a real plan before we all get crushed. You see the chess pieces start to come towards you. What do you wish to do? Obviously, all three of our ponies are very startled by these chess pieces. They're absolutely massive compared to them. Like one will move, they will probably be crushed. Deer's also around as well. He might know some information.
Alright, did you know how we can deal with these things?
Roll a charm check for me.
Charm check. Right. 1. Good.
Well, how am I supposed to know? Really?
You're a book. You're supposed to be full of information.
Well, I guess we should probably start moving out of here quickly anyway.
In other words, hightailing it out of here.
Definitely. So what do you wish to do? You've got 2 chess pieces blocking the exit, the only exit of the room.
Alright, here's the plan. I'm going to distract him. When I get him away from the doors, you two in the book make a run for it.
Wait, what? Gillies, you're not doing this on your own, are you?
Why not? They won't catch me. Not my flying skills.
Maybe not, but you're not doing this on your own.
Alright, Blair Bladez, you and me. We'll distract the books. Okay. Angel Brush, you get the book out of it.
Okay.
Blair Bladez and Gearloose gets themselves ready to tackle these 2 chess pieces. They look absolutely huge. They do.
They just get him chasing us. That's the best thing to do.
Okay. If you could do a body check for me.
Please be a 6. 1!
Roll it again.
Thank you.
Because you didn't roll it that way anyway.
5. Thank God for that. 5. I'll deliver that.
Blair Bladez is going to do the same. Blair Bladez runs around the room trying to deceive the chess pieces, as also Gearloose is doing the same, trying to fly around them and in a way to try and lead them away from the room. The chess pieces seem to be very, very slow. They do. And so this does take some time, obviously. But thankfully, Angel Brush manages to escape with Dia. And both Blair Bladez and also Gearloose manages to actually then get out of the room itself as well. Just before the chess pieces manage to actually get to the other side.
Thank God for that.
I really do not think that was such a good idea.
If you had a better plan, why didn't you speak up?
Well, I didn't know you was going to be doing such a thing. If you could do a charm check, Angel Brush, if you could do a charm check first.
2.
Okay. Adia seems to grow a slight likeness towards you. If you could do a charm check as well for me.
Right. 4.
Okay. And Dia seems to have a little bit more trust in you after getting away. Well, at least we're out of there now.
Yeah.
Well, where else can we go?
Well, we're passing this library, are we now?
You're back into the main section with the 3 doors.
Well, I say we only came here to have a look, and it's possible we may have seen enough. Who wants to go home?
I think that would be definitely a good idea. As you will say that, you see there's more chess pieces starting to come closer towards you.
Oh, great. We've got the entire set now.
Well, I don't think we're going to be able to fight them all. Is there another way out at all? Yes, there is another way out. But that leads you even further down.
So, either further into the library or straight towards them?
Well, not towards them, no. But you'll be going towards the library, yes. Well, where is it exactly? Oh, you better follow me. And stay close.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Like, where you are right now is not actually a part of the library. The library is all underground. Wait, what?
You mean we haven't even seen it yet?
No, you haven't. from down here, you'll be able to actually go into the library properly.
Alright then, let's go. Come on. I came this far.
Well, how come you are up here then, anyway? Well, I guess really the owner decided to keep the most important book upstairs. Okay, so you start to go through and down into he pulls like a carpet. He does in the middle of the room, and once he lifts it up, you can see like a excuse me. There's like a trap door right below on the other side of this carpet.
The trap door. Quickly, let's get open.
Okay, so you look around, and you try to actually open up this trap door, but you feel that as if you're not able to open it properly. I forgot about that. You're going to need some keys.
Keys? What keys?
You're going to need to find 3 pawn-shaped keys made of gold. It's hidden around this room.
Right, come on, let's start searching. What hiding places have we got?
Okay, so if everybody can roll a mind check.
4.
10.
Ooh, wow.
Oh no, that's an 8. Oh, wait, 1.
Yeah.
I keep picking that one up.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's right.
5.
5. Okay, so Angel Brush, you find 1 key over in the wall, over an area where Ponyville is depicted on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And you managed to pull it out. What did you roll?
4, so halfway.
Okay, so with that, you see on a tiny shelf up in the top right hand corner of the room needs to be brought down. You can excuse me. You can see that there's a key on the top right hand corner of the room, but you won't be able to just reach it on the ground.
No, I'll fly. It's good for Pegasus. I'll fly out.
Okay, so if you could do a fly check for me.
Fly check. Well, I don't know how long this bit. Right, I think that one was upgraded last time, so let's just it'll just be a D6 this time. 1.
Roll it again because you're not possible.
4. Is that enough?
So you fly up and you manage to grab the key after shaking the wall hard enough to make it loose.
Checking the wall must be stronger than I look.
Yeah. You can see Blair Bladez having a look around the room, and she looks like as if she's a bit lost. Where is the key? And dear,
try under the mat.
Under the mat. Okay. She looks under the mat. There's still no key. Dia's having a look around and said, "Well, here's one of them, and it's directly where the podium is sat, where he actually was inside of the room." Oh, thank goodness we found that key. Found 1 key. And she then notices that Angel Brush and Gearloose has also got a key as well.
Yeah. Come on. Let's open up that trap door before those statues come back.
All right, come on, let's go. You use all 3 keys to unlock into each of the holes at the trap door, and you start. As you open the door, it reveals a flight of stairs that seems to go on as far as you can all see.
You don't say.
Is that a good idea to be going down there? It seems awfully dark down there.
Don't know where else to go.
Well, I guess so. Come on, let's go.
You're wearing your coconut again, aren't you?
Diaz obviously completes you all, as you are about to start going down, he encourages you to get down straight away before the chess pieces catch up to you.
Right, ladies first.
So Angel Brush goes first, then Blair Bladez, then Gearloose, and then Dia's catching up right behind. As you descend the stairs, the statues begin to charge the exit, and the weight of them bouncing towards you makes the room shudder and quake with cold certainty. You know that being caught by them now is the last thing in the world you want. Dia spins in the air and knocks the trap door, which slams shut behind you, keeping you safe from the advancing knights, but plunging you all into darkness along with you.
Well, that was close.
Yeah, I can't see a thing. Angel, you think we could use a light in here?
Okay.
So if you could do a mind check.
8.
Okay, so it's very easy for you, lighting up the room. It's quite bright, so you can actually see quite far down. And you start to walk down the stairs. Adir's obviously following behind you. He seems to have grown a little bit more of a trust within you now. As you start to get to the bottom of the stairs, you start to see multiple rooms that you can go around. And the staircase seems to go a very long way down, turning into a different direction every 20 steps or so. You walk down 1, 2, 3, and even 4 flights of stairs before coming to at least the bottom, where light slowly begins to filter up to you. Although Dia mentioned that there was a larger library underground, what greets you is still a surprise. It looks like miles and miles of shelves all crammed with books, scrolls, and magazines. Descending to the base of the staircase, you see a landscape view of the library before dipping below line of sight. The whole place is laid out like a gigantic labyrinth of literature. Luckily, it's so well lit by lamps containing glowing stones that line the shelves every few feet or so. It wouldn't pay to have torches down here, Dia comments. Too many flammable objects. Us concluded, he adds nervously. So try not to set fire to anything.
Thank God none of us are dragons.
From the base of the stairs, there are 4 exits, all leading into different parts of the library. One is to the north, one to the south, and the others on the west, east and west walls. All that you know is that you need to find your way out of this place in the next 48 hours before it disappears for another 100 years.
Dun, 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 dun.
And that is where we will leave it.
Yeah, I believe that is where we left up on the on our previous take of this episode, and where we continue off in part 2.
Yep. Okay.
I hope that makes sense.
All right, thank you very much, everybody. That is part 1 of Judge Not by the Cover.
Take 2.
Yes. And we shall see you all next time.
Bye.